First of all, I thought that there was segments of the game where we showed our growth. We shown that at times we can play with a team like Duke. But there was a few things that stood out to me, one being in the second half, 16 second chance points, another being time and score. So we're having success attacking them, moving the ball, attacking them, putting them on their heels. And then for some reason we take a shot out of that norm, not a feel for what's going on, the plays before that, and the guy comes off and just takes 3 dribbles and shoots the ball. Time and score is critical, especially with teams that are, really that team is better than a top 15 team. It's more like a top 10 team. They're skilled, they're talented, they got great players. So in order to beat them, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. And also in the first half, we go down 38-20, and then we fight our way back. We have to be better, more disciplined than that. Questions?
Yeah, can you Duke started this game, it missed only its first 3 shots, or it missed only 3 of its first 10 plus. Just wondering how you guys.
Say that. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Duke only missed 3 of its first 11 shots to start the game. How did you guys tighten up the defense there to keep this one closer in the second half and then ultimately come back and make it closer?
Are you saying that to start the game they made 8 of their first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our game plan was to not let the ball in the ball screen, let the 5-man get below us. So we're supposed to always be ahead of him, so we're dropping. So it's 2-on-2, and the guard is supposed to force himself around the screen and square the ball up. There was time when Brandon Hart showed instead of walling and zoning up. And so the big guy got below him, they throw him the ball, we're in rotations, which we should not be in, and they get wide open shots. We made the adjustment, but from that point on, we had dug a hole for ourselves defensively, and it's hard. That team is really talented. So, I think that we just got to keep plugging away, continue to get better at ball screen defense, communicating with each other, knowing our job, doing our job, and fighting through it.
What do you think of Hunley Hatfield? He went toe-to-toe pretty much with Bill Falcon.
I thought he played well. He had 11 rebounds, great indicator for me. He scored pretty much at will around the basket, made good, strong moves towards the basket, thought he was good. We went to him quite a bit. We found him in different areas. He attacked. He played good. I just needed other players to play a little better.
Kenny, you kind of touched about it in the second half before, just those flashes where you guys did have some good possessions on offense and just leading to open shots for Duke on defense. How do you tie those things together to just build momentum and keep it on your side?
Well, it's tough because, these teams are really good teams and we're sort of young, but we're trying. The biggest thing to answer that question is we have to get better at communicating and anticipating what's going on the court. We know what play they're running. They're running it over and over again. We've seen it on film. So you have to talk your way through plays and be alert to what's happening and anticipate and get there. I think the second half, Proctor went down the lane and just laid us up multiple times. We got to be better than that. Have to.
Any more questions? Russ, can you pass that mic back, please? Russ.
Yeah, Kenny, in playing a lot of these games competitively, down 5 in the second half at Carolina, within 3 tonight, is there a point where it almost feels like getting close is as close as you're going to get? Like, what is it going to take to kind of get over that hump and pull these kind of games out?
Well, you touched on something. One, it shows something that we're able to get the game close. In order to get over the hump, we got to tighten up. We're not We don't have a team that two guys can put us on our back or one guy can get 6 straight rebounds. We have to do it collectively. And in order to do that, everybody has to be on the same page, and we have to continue to fight and fight together. We can't, listen, we're playing really good teams, and they are experienced really good teams. So we have to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to execute our offense and execute defensively and communicate defensively in order to come out with W's.
Yeah, you talked about you're playing really good offense, sharing the ball, doing the things you need to do, and then somebody takes 3 dribbles and shoots the ball. Is that just guys' immaturity or not being experienced or trying to be heroes, or what do you think it is?
Probably a little bit of all of it. You know, we have to understand shot and score. We got to understand time. Critical junctures of the game, we're taking a setup dribble and we shoot a ball. Well, they're a top 20 team for a reason. They're going to defend you, and that's not going to be a good shot for us. We have success when we get the ball in the paint and we draw fouls or we spread out. We don't have success when we dribble the ball 3 or 4 times and then the guy shoots it. Some of that is inexperience. Some of that is learning. They're young, but we have to be more disciplined in how we play offense, but also in how we play defense. We have to know our job and do our job. You know, there are times when not just me, but the whole staff is saying, move it, move it, move it, and a guy still dribbles, and he's trying to make a hero's play. There are no heroes in this. This has got to be togetherness.
Anything else for Coach? All right.